This is Mark Summers, and I double dare you to listen to the 3CT podcast.
Well, boys, it's Tuesday again, and I have nothing planned. I have a few games prepped if we want to get into any of them. I wrote down a few blind rankings. I have a music related game if we want to do any of that. But if you, I don't know what you guys want to talk about today.
Well, thanks for tuning in, boys. We'll see you next time. Cut it. There it is.
Just got it right there. That's all it is.
Are you still doing the stuff with the Take 3 boys? How have they been? Give us an update on the old Take 3.
It's going good. Actually, we started going live last week.
You guys never were live?
No, we always just recorded. But I don't know. I don't even remember how the topic was approached, but it was like, hey, do we want to go live? Sure. We have a YouTube channel. We have social medias, so yeah, we go live now, and it's going good.
Nice.
It's going good. Good start to the new year.
Good.
Doing a kind of like a fantasy, like a fantasy football themed thing where you draft rosters and get points for wins and title wins and stuff like that. So it's kind of a new.
You lost me.
Mike's keeping track of it. I wouldn't keep.
Okay.
It would be too much for me to keep track of.
Good.
I'll be honest about that one. But yeah, it's going good.
Have you sat down with EJ yet? Did you discuss the political stuff that EJ's just been hoping to discuss with you?
Absolutely not.
You've not gotten there yet?
No, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm good. I'm good. Doesn't matter anyway, because our opinions aren't going to matter in about 6 days anyhow. So.
Well, that's a good point. That's a fair point.
So that doesn't mean a thing. Doesn't mean a thing. But yeah.
You guys how's your resolutions? Did you guys do resolutions? I forget. We're still hanging true to them? Still throwing up after every meal, Jim?
Well, not intentionally. Just it's
only when you eat hosses.
It's just the anxiety that just does it. I mean, I joke about it, but you go back to, April, May 2020. I was the lowest weight I've been in a very long time, probably in my 30s, and it was just purely from the stress and anxiety. So,
hey, it's good for something.
There was when I started the pandemic. At my old super secret science job, I would wear the silicone wedding ring because I caught my metal wedding ring one time on the corner of a work trunk and almost broke my finger. So I'm like, let's not do that. But I would wear my regular wedding ring around the house, and during the pandemic, nowhere to go. So I just wore my metal wedding ring all the time. Well, I lost so much weight at the start of the pandemic that my wedding ring would just fall off. If I turned my hand upside down, it would just plop off. So then once, I just realized the hellscape that we live in is just the hellscape that we live in. And I just started eating normally and got fat again. Was able to put my wedding ring back on. Well, I'm back to silicone wedding bands because I'm too fat for my wedding ring and it won't go on my finger anymore. Nice. So I've gone a full body journey in the last 5 years.
Nice. Yeah. Good stuff.
But we're here. Your resolution, yeah. I think didn't you say you would do goals things? Are you doing any goals?
Don't put words in my mouth. I think I did say that.
I thought you said that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I always do this bullshit I just want to be a healthier person financially and physically, and then by May I'm like, fuck this. I'm broke and I'm fat.
Honest, I like, I know it sounds like somewhat cliche, but I'm just honest to God with what's 6 days from now. My goal of 2025 or resolution or whatever is just fucking survive and deal with whatever the fuck's coming. Lean into my people.
Yeah, I don't lean onto us. There ain't much support we can offer. We're all just coping,
Right? Just Jesus.
hoping and coping.
Yeah.
2025.
I mean, Ryan, it had to feel good yesterday for you knowing that so many people are still invested in how many cups of coffee you drink.
It's the best day of the year.
I hate it so goddamn much. It takes one fucking comment and y'all are just off to the races.
Just it explodes. It's the best.
The other day, a couple weeks ago, we had a post do pretty well on Facebook on one of our Me Monday posts, and my phone was like all day. That was nothing compared to that stupid fucking coffee post. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so fucking much.
It's the gift that keeps on
I don't
giving.
know why I would have even ever shared it or commented. Like, why would I have ever done that in the fucking first place? Other than, like, Facebook was a weird time for me 8 years ago.
Like, and it was...
This was during the height of the pandemic, too, wasn't it? Like, we were all just
before
bored.
that, I think.
Yeah, it was before it. Like, was it something from your niece? Was like it was?
No, it was nobody.
You just literally
it was like a total random.
I think
like,
so. I
there
think
was an answers thing that was kind of trending for.
I was gonna say, was it that thing
couldn't-
where you would ask the questions on Facebook? Like that was,
and like people would put answers there, and it would like reshare it, and it was kind of like a algorithm trendy thing. And it was a question about coffee. I'm like, I don't drink coffee, 0 cups or whatever the fuck ever. And it morphed into something that it was never supposed to be. I hate it so much.
oh, it's the best. I love it. I look for.
Tim, it was nice that you got to finally participate this year too.
Yes, I love it.
It's
Also, weebly wobbly timey wimey. It hasn't actually happened yet, right?
Monday.
It happened yesterday.
Yesterday.
Happened
Last
yesterday.
Monday.
Okay.
On
Yes.
Monday.
yes.
Thank you. Yes.
Time is a construct.
Just for
Yes, Monday
For
the 13th
past
is
me.
the worst
for
day
past
ever.
me, I'm gonna make a note.
Yeah. Go back in that time machine.
You don't have to. Just sign into Facebook.
I was gonna say, if you go on Facebook, you'll
Well,
see it.
So I was not
It
a
will
part. I was not a
dominate
part
the
of the
algorithm.
original. I was not a part of the original.
I believe I tagged you in my comment, Tim, just to be safe.
Okay.
And so, next year when it happens, feel free to
The
tag other
tagging
people. too.
was really unnecessary to bring more
No.
people.
No.
onto this.
No.
That's ridiculous. There were people that I'm not friends with that were commenting because it was a public post. So
Look, in this year in these troubling times in 2025, we need more things to unify around.
That's true.
And if this is it, then by golly, you did something great.
Ryan, this is the effort that I put into making this an annual thing. It's not even just like putting a calendar reminder anymore. I searched on Facebook for that post and I could not find it, but I knew I had sent it to the group chat. So I searched through our 3-count group
God.
chat and screenshotted the comments right above. So I know what to look for to find that post.
That's dedication.
There's like a solid 15 minutes worth of work.
I'm actually legit surprised that you haven't like bookmarked like on like your computer in a browser like the original post.
such an old. I don't even know if you can book. Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
when we got refreshed on it yesterday.
Right. I see what you mean.
Like I'm shocked that you haven't just tagged and bookmarked it.
For you to have ever like put a calendar reminder in your personal phone is what blows my mind.
Yep.
Like,
I mean,
the level of petty that takes, I admire. I'm not gonna lie. I really do.
It's a level of
The
dedication.
One year we missed it by like 3 days, and you're like, "Nope, doesn't count." It's like, all right, well,
I mean, I'm not going to delete my comment, but okay. Oh my god,
Doesn't
I love
count.
it. I love it so much.
January 13th is such a great day.
It's a beautiful day. It's one of the best days. One of the best.
It's my buddy's birthday. Shout out to Derek.
Nice. You should tag
Make
him.
sure
See how many
that
call.
happens.
You should make sure you tag him in that.
I think
next
he's.
year.
I think he was early adopter of making the grand exodus off of Facebook.
So they're not fact checking something anymore. Is that what happened? I saw somebody was bitching about that last week.
Yeah.
And then I saw a lot of like funny Mark Zuckerberg pictures, like Zuckerberg as different.
I saw one. It was like, well, known serial murderer
Pedophile.
John Mark Zuckerberg is now a suspect in the John Benet Ramsey case. I saw that one. So I mean,
you reap what you sow.
Facts don't matter at this point in our life anyway, if we're being honest about it. So why fact check anything?
Welcome
Agreed.
to America, where the facts don't matter, and
We're coming for you, Canada and Greenland,
is that it?
and the Gulf of
Gulf
Mexico,
of America.
Jesus.
So stupid.
But hey, eggs, right? That's what it was about. The price of
Hey,
eggs.
Price of
Here's
eggs.
the deal.
And the
Eggs
price
are
of
still
gas.
a little pricey. So let's see if they go
6
down.
days.
You got
6 days. It's all. If we got to hang on.
7, I better walk into Publix and they better be fucking 99 cents.
Fucking just eat wheat bread for the rest of the week, and then we're gonna have eggs on Monday.
Keep gas price checks going too, because they're
Yep.
only going to go even further down than they already are. Right? That's
I've been on E for 2 weeks just waiting to fill up
Heck
when it's
yeah.
cheap again.
yeah.
Why? Yeah, I'm not putting.
I'm walking places.
No, you're not. Let's not lie to the.
All right, that's fair.
You may be Ubering. You may be getting people to drive you. Right? You're not walking. I mean, neither am I. I'm not. It's not an insult, but just don't want to.
But bicycle, it goes downhill. Uber back up.
There you go. I say, what happens when you got to come uphill? Just here, kid. Here's a free bike. He's-
Sweet.
You just get a new bike every time you get to go downhill.
No, it's a Schwinn.
Schwinn, my bad.
But yeah, holy cow.
I guess Mark is not joining us this Tuesday.
No, why would he? You know, he's probably busy prepping all the topics for this Thursday's show. It's a big,
That's a good point. He has a lot of
it's a big week for
responsibilities.
him. It's gonna be nice for me not to have to do that.
Tune in this Thursday for what might be the last podcast 3 Count Thursday ever does.
Might be.
Holy heck! What's gonna be like? Question of the week's gonna be like, why were those hurtful people booing Hulk Hogan?
He'll never know. He'll never know.
Good God, yeah. It's gonna take a lot for me to not just take that show over.
He's been testy, man. Let's see what happens. He's been testy with us.
He has
It
been.
has been, yeah.
Is this is it like an old man thing? Like, is it?
This is like Dad Mark reaching for his belt, but it's not quite pulled off yet. Like, he's definitely ready to pull the belt off and just go ape shit on us. Like, he has undone the buckle to his belt.
Right, like it's the warning sign. Like that's the classic warning shot, right?
Right. You can push until Dad starts to pull it through the belt loops.
Right.
Right. I mean, have any of us ever seen Mark like legitimately angry?
No.
Ryan?
Oh,
I have.
I was
Tell
gonna
me
say,
about
Ryan,
it.
you and Tim worked with him. I would assume.
I mean
Hot
the
work.
picture
Just
the
obfuscate the names for the innocent.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it was let's say it was work related.
The picture of him next to the fallen tree is the first time I've never not seen that fucker like smiling.
That is the funniest picture I think I've ever seen of Mark.
It's so
I
funny.
love that picture so much.
It will be on his shirt soon. Sometime in January 2025 it's going to be on his shirt.
I just love it. I think we should make a series of shirts where we just input Mark into other famous
I
situations
love it.
with that stupid face and body of his.
Coming next Monday,
Stupid body.
Angry Mark at the inauguration.
There you go.
Like no, but just imagine like if like on a random Thursday we do one of these, but it's not.
Oh.
It's actual
great.
Mark,
Oh,
and we just have pop up angry Mark.
stand by. I'm
And
going to
you-
work.
But you just put him in. He goes into the middle of the screen. He
I'm
pops up.
a
I
work
love
on that.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
here, right in this area.
Yeah, right in the gap.
I'm a work on
I'd
that.
love to see him
right
like
now.
put into like the painting, the Scream, where it's just Mark, like his body there.
Just why me?
Jeez. Yeah, it's such a great fucking photo.
So he has a great story about that too, and it's a shame he's not here because I said he has to tell you boys the story about that, and I'm not going to tell it because he does it justice.
What about
so
the
I
about
feel
the,
like I
the
could-
tree?
About the tree, how it fell, the whole like purchasing the tree story is fucking hilarious.
All right.
How he ended up deciding he needed to buy a real tree in the first place because he was just too lazy to get his tree out of the attic is where it all started.
He has fucking kids.
Well, they don't live at home anymore.
Wait. So he thought that it was less work to buy a real tree
Yes.
and put it in his house than it was to
Love it. That's it.
Yep, perfect.
than to find the fake one.
Yes. Assemble
This
it.
man,
Yes.
this man is brain damaged.
Apparently,
that's all I
while
can say.
like putting the lights and shit on it, like both of his kids like broke out in a rash. If you look, it's not even a Christmas tree. It's like a decorative tree that you would put between you and your neighbor's house. Like it is not like a regular looking Christmas tree. It is
Right.
like
So so what happened is he just went and like cut a
he bought it from a Christmas tree farm.
Shut up. Really? Oh my god. We're gonna have to get him to tell
Oh,
the
man,
story
it's
on
killing me to not tell the story. It
we'll have
really
to
is.
we'll have to get him to tell the story on Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because now I'm very curious.
Wow, Tuesday because he won't show to the
He won't
Thursday
show
show.
up.
Well, that's true.
So tune in next Tuesday for maybe the funniest story you'll ever hear Mark tell.
Boy.
If we can get through the story. I heard it the entire lunchtime when him and I went to Haas's. So it depends how long the podcast will be next Tuesday, but we'll try to keep him on track.
We'll do our best.
Fucking Mark.
It's that fucking Mark. So we went to the Hulk Hoagies for trivia where we crushed Mark and his sad team. And I was telling my dad about the place. My dad lives not far from Mount Joy where Hulk Hoagies is. And he had to run down to Lidditz for something the other week. So he stopped there last Friday on the way back, and he was picking up a hoagie for lunch. He said their credit card machine wasn't working. The guy had already was making the sub. Credit card machine's not working. My dad didn't have cash, and they're like, "Hey, it's on the house." So that's super cool, man. It's a great spot. So I'll give them a shout out again. For anyone in the central PA area, go check them out. It was real good.
Very good sandwiches.
Delicious subs. Very good hoagies. I don't want to call them subs. I guess very good hoagies. Oh, 2 for 1.
It's a twofer.
And that is a legit
Hoagies.
thing, dude. That's the only you'd only get that in small businesses.
Now we just got to get a picture of little Poe to put on the other side.
You would
Oh,
never
we
Yeah.
don't
allow
want to
that.
be that close
You
to
would
Poe.
never
Come
allow
on
that.
now, stop that.
Well, he wants it on the other side because it's right under him, so he can pretend
Just
he's.
stomp it.
Yeah.
Just drop the elbow on it. But yeah, no, you're right. It's like that is, and they already have the sub. They're already in the process of making it. So if you don't serve it, you're just probably going to be chucking the food out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right there, Ryan. But yeah.
Apparently, we were all sending pictures in the trivia time chat. So
Oh, good God.
I added mine.
Oh, that's
I didn't know what else was to do.
Man, it'd be really cool if I was invited to the trivia time chat.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
you don't-
you got to
I
show
don't
up
look,
for trivia, Tim.
Look.
You were too busy
Look.
getting into car accidents.
I know.
Look, I asked to be in there. Don't ask. Just it was my life was actually better before. I regret it. It's things I
Well, Mark looks like he's making his way toward the exit, so that's a positive thing.
Cool. So he'll make it here by the time we're done.
If he
Do
walked, he'll make it here freaking next Tuesday.
Didn't you ask him if he was
Club
walking home from Hulk Hoagie's the other week?
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm not good with directions, Jim. You should know.
Well,
that.
that's
But dude, those hoagies are really good. Again, not to keep putting them over, but they're delicious. I can't wait to go back.
Paid sponsorship.
I just want to go. I want to go watch
need to
wrestling.
pay.
That's what I
Just
want to do.
give us like a party-sized hoagie. You know, that's what we should do for the Rumble gathering.
I was just thinking about that, but I also maybe I should say this off air, but like I want to reach out though. I want to see if there's any collabing that we could do, because we certainly know Intern Mark is not gonna extend.
How big is that place?
Hulk Hoagie's isn't huge. The bar's not bad sized.
Yeah, so there's two separate. So like Hulk Hoagie's is in one building, Ya Brewing is in another, and then there's like a
There's like a little annex.
there's like a little in between spot that they're connected, because Ya Brewing owns Hulk Hoagie's. So yeah, there's a decent enough space there that I feel like there could be some collabing on like a pay-per-view night or something. I'm sure we can figure something out. But yeah, I definitely want to I'm gonna leave myself a little note to reach out to them.
Yeah, make sure you note that we want to just collab and not have them as a guest on the show, because we still can't do that in 2025.
No, we can.
Right?
We can have guests. We always could have guests.
The ban was lifted.
There was Yes, the ban was lifted. The ban. That's my New Year's resolution in 2025. We can have guests again.
You heard it here.
Now,
first.
is Mark coming to the Rumble watch along, and would he bring the Hulk Hoagies? Do you think? Can we trust him with that task?
I mean, see, do you want the honest answer, or do we want you to pick them up on the way there?
Yeah,
I mean, I'll go pick him up. That's not a problem.
Yeah, no. One of
I'm
us
not trusting Mark with food. Period.
First off, he will show up halfway through the Royal Rumble.
Right.
For one, we've
already ordered Chinese food at that point, because we're just over it.
But yeah, one of us can go grab them. But yeah, we will.
He'll bring the shoe fly pie whoopie pies at least.
When is the Rumble?
February
1st,
third.
I think it's
first.
The first.
Are you serious?
Saturday, February 1st.
Yeah, it's always the week between championships and Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's Pro Bowl weekend.
Yeah, right.
1 o'clock? No, that's next year.
That's next year.
Is 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay, I actually work on that day, but I'll be. Oh God, the hoagie give me indigestion already.
Jesus.
I'll be off in plenty of time.
Oh, you work on? Okay, yeah. So I can go. I could go theoretically pick them up. Oh, good God.
You could do that, yeah. Either way.
All right, now maybe we get the story this week.
Look at that! It's Timu $1 Million Man.
Hey, Mark, I have a question.
Hi, Timmy. Happy New Year.
Can you explain this for me?
Yes. Yeah. Do you want the short version from Reader's Digest?
Absolutely not. I want the whole.
I have 14 minutes. So
I have already teased Mark the entire story you told me at Haas's. Starting from the moment you decided you were too lazy to get your artificial tree from the attic.
Yes, that's true. Smokey over there spitting.
I immediately hate everything.
Tim, get ready. 2025, there's going to be a lot of new terms I use. I'm a hip.
Oh, God. No, Mark. You're 50 now. You need a new hip.
Yes. Oh, I got stories about beach balls. I got stories about
All right,
Christmas
tell the tree
trees.
story. Come on, we have 13 minutes now.
I got 13 minutes. So it was the Saturday before Christmas, and I had just wrapped up my 12th annual shopping with Dampy for Christmas presents. And I was heading home, and I went to see my friend Shelly. She makes me a Christmas ornament. So anyway, so I'm like, maybe I'll surprise the children with a fresh Christmas tree, because we ain't put up no tree yet. It's the 22nd. We ain't got no tree up. Didn't decorate nothing. Why I haven't wrapped a single gift. So I'm like, I really don't want to go up and pull out the old brush from the attic.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, I'll just stop and get a live tree. The kids will be, they'll frolic and be happy and gay when they see a new tree. Gay isn't happy.
I can't picture your loving son Alex frolicking.
He would more laugh and play. So there wasn't much laughing and playing with this tree. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of crying and scratching. So ain't no place around here has any live Christmas trees. They're all gone.
You don't
So-
say.
Yeah, they're all gone. The Saturday
3
before-
days before Christmas. I'll be damned.
all the live trees are gone. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to put it in the gips and see where it takes me. Christmas trees. So
It's sad that I knew what you meant when you said the gips.
Yeah,
the gips,
yeah.
it tells you directions. I put
No,
it
I
in my
know.
gips.
I know exactly what you're talking
Well, he has to explain to the audience that
Yeah.
doesn't have.
He has
You know,
already
the
added.
normal-brained people.
He has already added 3 minutes of new content to the story that I had heard just moments ago.
Talk about smoke. I'm all fired up. Then let me tell you another thing. So there was a Christmas tree farm not far from the Hottenstein Estates. So I thought, well, I'll go visit the Christmas tree farm. So I pull in. I'm the only car in the lot, and I really have to urinate. So I see they have a porta potty. So I'm like, okay, great. So I get out, and the guy, Mr. Miller, that was his name, Mr. Miller. No relation to Smokey. Mr. Miller says, oh, I'm just getting ready to close up, but take a look around. I'll grab my chainsaw. So I said, okay. So I'm going to urinate, and I'll take a look around. And I said, how much do your trees run? And he said, oh, that's $15 a foot. And I said, okay, he couldn't have said that. I must have misunderstood, and I really had to pee. So I went ahead and I used the porta potty, and Mr. Miller gets his chainsaw. So now at this point, I'm committed. I have used his facilities, and this gentleman's staying late, and he's got his chainsaw. So I'm looking, oh yeah, look around. You see something you like, I'll cut it down for you. All right. I've never done this. It had fresh snow on the ground. I'm walking around slipping and sliding. It's fresh. It had snow. And it's just me. This isn't fun.
There's a clip for you. This isn't fun.
This isn't fun. You got looking for a Christmas tree with the family. And oh, look at this one. Oh, I like that one over here. I just want to get a tree and get out of there as quickly as I can because I'm freezing. And so I'm thinking I'll just get something small because we have like this fake fireplace, and I can just put it on top so that the animals don't eat it. And, so I see this beautiful tree. And I said to the gentleman, now, once again, he said it was $15 a foot. And I'm thinking I misunderstood. I said, excuse me. And then there was a nice 4-footer. I said, oh, what would that beauty run? And Mr. Miller says, oh, that's about a 4-footer. That'd be about $60. So I'm thinking right now, Matt, my last name's Hottenstein, not Rockefeller. I don't want to drop $60 on this tree that's going to be up for like 3 days. Nobody cares. I don't feel like decorating this year. I could get something out of my attic for free, but I'm committed. So I said, look, Mr. Miller, I took out my wallet and the malls came out. And I said, I hate to sound cheap. I said, do you have anything less than that? And he says, well, I got a pre-cut one over here. I said, oh, perfect. And he said, he said, whatever the name was. I'm like, oh, it doesn't mean anything to me. And oh, look, there's little Indiana Bones came over for the story. She's upset. So he says, I said to Mr. Miller, how much does that tree run? Now, there's a nice tree laying there, Tim. It's already pre-cut.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And he said, he said you can have that one.
This music is just going up and down every time Mark slows down talking. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
He said that one's $20. I said, Mr. Miller, I'll take it. Now, never mind that it's 9 feet and I have 7-foot ceilings. Don't worry about that. Or never mind, I'm never going to get it in my vehicle. I'm out of there, $20 in. I'm doing all right. So Mr. Miller gets it, and I help him carry it through the freshly fallen snow. And he wraps it all up. They said, oh, I'll help you carry it to your car. I said, okay, here goes this charade. I'm going to act like I can fit it in my car. So I opened the
How
passenger
tall
door.
was it?
I was a 9-footer. I have 7-foot ceilings in the hot United States. But $20 is $20.
This is
And what do you drive? You threw this in your pickup truck, right? What car do you drive?
Oh, I have a Ford Focus. God, it's a nice car. 2017.
Darn, it's a good year for Focuses.
Best year yet for a Focus. So I opened the passenger door. I'm like, I'm going to shove this in here one way or the other. I don't have to go far. If I can even get it down the street and push it out, I don't care. I'm only out $20. So good old Mr. Miller's like, oh, it ain't going to fit in there. Do you want to try your trunk? And I'm thinking, buddy, if it ain't fitting in my in the passenger seat, you don't want to see what's in the trunk. I still had all my great finds from the Mountjoy gift and thrift and roots in the trunk. So I opened it up. Oh no, it's not going to fit in the trunk. Well, where do you live? So I told him, and he said, now look, he said, I'm heading to the gym. I can just come by and drop it off for you. I said, are you serious, Mr. Miller? He said, yes. So I gave him my address, and I came home, and the OG's here, my loving father. And I come in, OG said, oh, where you been? I said, well, I can't tell you. It'll ruin the surprise. So I keep looking out the window, and next thing I know, Mr. Miller pulls up. I go out, and I'm dragging a 9-foot Christmas tree into the house. My father couldn't stop laughing. He said, now I've seen everything. You bought a Christmas tree online and had it delivered. That's what he thought happened.
Oh, my God.
And I said, look, it was $20 for a 9-foot tree delivered. I couldn't beat it. So then I'm already late because I was supposed to meet people. I was cousin Brian and a bunch of friends up at Hershey Park. I'm already 15 minutes late. So I drug the tree through the living room. I don't have time to deal with it. I filled up a bucket full of water, put the tree sideways in the kitchen and shoved it in a bucket of water and left.
Wait. What part of the tree did you put in the water?
The trunk.
Okay.
Because I didn't want it to die.
Okay.
So I have it sitting there sideways like, God, I got to deal with this in the morning, I guess, or after work or something. So the next day I come home from work or whatever, and we drag it out in the living room. And I said, of course, it's not going to stand up. It's 2 feet too tall, at least 2 feet too tall, if not more. So my poor loving son, I convinced him to cut about 2 feet off the tree, which he did in the living room with a saw.
In the living room.
Yeah, he cut it in the living room. And his arms, his poor son, his arms were all like had an allergic reaction to the tree. And his arms are all itchy and swollen, and his hands are a mess. And then we tried to decorate it, and the tree was so sharp, it was like needles. Like we were wearing gloves trying to put ornaments on. I could hardly get the lights on. It was a freaking mess. My hands were irritated and having a reaction. Lauren's, my loving daughter, she had the same thing. That tree is a beast. A beast. As a matter of fact, I only put lights on the front, and everybody laughed at me.
Well, that's because you didn't buy a Christmas tree.
No, it turns out. So I told my little brother Matt. I told little brother Matt about it, and his fiance knew something about trees, and she pulled it up. I showed her a picture, and she said, "That's not a Christmas tree. That's an Eastern pine or something. It wasn't Eastern cedar, I think it was. That's an Eastern cedar." And I said, "What?" And it turns out it's a tree that people use like in their driveways for privacy. It's not a Christmas tree. I think somebody cut it down by accident. And the guy sold it to me for $20 because it was a 9-footer. It's a big freaking tree. I swear that's what happened. Mr.
It
Miller
looks
sold it
just
to me.
like trees that line a fence.
Correct. It's a privacy tree. But now it's become a Christmas tree in the hot United States, so it's good enough for a day or two. So then, getting to the picture, so this was right after Christmas. It may have been Boxing Day. I forget exactly what day. I have to take a look. But I went to sit in my favorite easy chair, not my least favorite one, Tim, but my favorite easy chair. And I sat down for a long winter's nap, and I just began to recline. I hear something sliding. I'm like, what the heck? And the tree just starts sliding. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't going to go stop it. I just let it go. The tree fell over. All the water came out the bottom. And I just sat here. And it was all lit up.
How long did you sit there like that?
Oh, I bet it was an hour. And the dogs got scared. They ran. All the ornaments fell off of it, crashed to the floor.
Is it back up now? Did you put it back up?
It's back up, and I think it's dead.
That was the
You had
sound
to
of
replenish the water.
I did. I replenished the water. So my loving daughter was coming home, and I heard her at the door. So I stood up there, and the tree's laying there, and I just stood there. I was very upset, and I went. And she took
Let's
a
have
picture.
a picture.
I was very upset.
Mark, I really think that should be your Christmas card next year.
You're not the
Sure.
first person to tell me that.
Oh, that's
to be.
that's the perfect Christmas card, Mark. You have
It's
to.
gonna be a great.
I'd love to see that printed on shirts.
Yes. Darn nice. That tree is a
Darn
beast.
nice.
I hate it.
I guarantee every single person in Mark's family would buy that shirt if we made it.
I think we should. Let's do it.
There.
I think it
Let's
would be
do
our
it.
most popular shirt to date. It
It
would.
has to
I'll
be.
do you one better. I bet you Mark would buy every person in his family that shirt
Yes.
and
Yeah.
give it to them for Christmas.
That's a darn good one.
Excuse me, Christmas.
Christmas.
Very Christmas. Now, did you guys take down your Christmas trees yet?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
the ones down
It's
here
the
I
third
did.
week of January, Mark. What are you doing with your tree still up?
Well, Christmas season just ended. The Feast of the Three Kings just happened.
That did just happen. He's not wrong.
The Three Kings. Now, Christmas season has officially ended unless you're Orthodox. If you're Orthodox Christian, you just have Christmas.
As of last Wednesday, we didn't take any of our stuff down because I was afraid to mess with any. I'm a little stitious about things. Got to keep the
Well,
house.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious.
Just a little stitious. Now, Matt, you took down your tree. Don't you leave one up all year?
Not all year. We have one that is up in our living room from October through April.
Oh, that's
The
nice.
artificial one.
That's a
But the
darn-
real tree goes down.
Now, what is it? What is it decorated as currently? Is it a President's Day tree?
No, it just has like snowflakes and gold
Like a
and white
winter, like a winter.
A winter tree.
and a snowman hat on the top of it.
Okay.
Oh,
Darn.
What comes- is it Valentine's Day next?
Yep.
now,
Or
Darn.
Valentine's, as Mark would say?
Valentine's. Valentine's Day.
Mark is really trying to get me to just punch an infant.
Tim, if she's busy on Valentine's Day, you're the side chick.
Fuck.
yeah, Tim's married, right, Mark?
Well, Tim, if she's busy on Valentine's Day, you're the side chick. You should dress up as a number 2 pencil for Halloween since you like being number 2, Tim. Now, Matt, I got to ask you, did you find anything unusual on your Christmas tree when you took it down?
No.
Did you
Wait a
put
minute.
something on Mark on Matt's tree?
Wait a minute now. I got to spill the beans because it's after Christmas.
Oh my God, what did you do?
So this year, to entertain myself, I bought some really like the most unusual, stupid-looking ornaments I could find at a thrift store, and I stuck them on people's tree. And Matt, your tree was one of them. You didn't find any unusual ornament on
I
your tree?
have a
this year?
lot of random ornaments on my tree as it is from like old family ornaments. So I probably
You didn't
just.
notice.
And this year, my mom and stepdad helped us decorate, and my mom was insistent that every last ornament that we owned went up. So
Oh no.
there's more on there than there normally is. So
There's one extra now.
Well, I have a picture of it.
hate
I'll
over ornamented trees.
over ornamented.
They just, oh my God, there's no
Man.
tree.
Mark, what do you remember what ornament you placed on Matt's
I took
lovely?
I took a picture of it on his tree.
Do you?
It was-
I was going to ask a stupid
it was-
question. You have to send us the picture.
Can you
No, I will.
Can you search through your 40,000 pictures on your phone to find it?
Tim, it's 117,000.
No, I was just counting since Christmas.
Oh, since Christmas, okay. In that case, yes, yeah, I think I can find it easily. But I put a real bogus ornament on there. It still had a price tag on it. It was said it was like something to Debbie from somebody else, and I stuck it on the side of your tree. I just couldn't wait for you to take your tree down.
I'll have
You
to
were
look through
Such a fucking menace.
the ornament bin.
Well,
That's
I put one on my brother Matt's Christmas tree, and the minute his fiance walked in the door, she spotted it. I can't believe it. Now his was a little porcelain toilet, and the lid opened.
I mean, that is a really good idea that Mark has there. It is.
I hate that it's.
it is a great idea.
So good. I love that.
Here we go. Ready? Mark, I have a question.
Go ahead, Tim.
Where'd you steal that idea from?
Yeah. There is.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that I came up with on my own because I was looking at really bogus ornaments at the thrift store, and I thought how fun it would be to mess with people, even though I wouldn't be there to see it. But like, all I could picture, Matt, was you and your loving wife and loving daughter taking down the tree. You're like, where'd this come from? And I thought you'd blame the daughter for like putting that random ornament on from somewhere. But this one was pretty obvious. Like it said to Debbie from.
You think people's kids just randomly steal ornaments and put them on their Christmas tree?
I was thinking maybe she got it at school or something.
And you wanted to put the heat on that sweet little angel baby?
No.
Yes, you did. That's what you literally
Exactly what
just
he
said.
That's what you were thinking.
I wouldn't put the heat on her, but I
She caught a furious thrashing because of that, Mark.
A furious
Dog shit out of my
threat.
A furious thrash.
I'll have to buy more Girl Scout cookies to make up for it.
You'll
sorry.
have to.
I've upset you.
Not
But I
upset
couldn't
me.
wait. I couldn't wait. I was so hopeful that you or Lauren would find that and be like, "Where'd this come from?" And you couldn't figure it out.
You'll have to ask
So
Lauren if she discovered it.
Yes, I will. 'Cause she
Yeah,
might
there's
have
a
been the
big-
one to take it down and just assumed like it was a family thing. It was like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Straight from the Mount
Oh,
Joy
Matt
gift
never
and
mentioned a Debbie. Yeah,
Because
whatever.
we have a couple ornaments that I was like, what is this even from? Because it's from my family.
it's
And
wonderful.
the one year was like, it wasn't a year that my sister or I were born. And I asked my mom, I was like, what happened in, I think it was like 1983. And she was like, oh, that's when Tess was born. I was like, no. And she was like, you were born? I said, no. And she's like, I don't know.
Do you guys
Oh,
have do you guys have some ornaments that still go on your tree from when you were a little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, a good amount of them.
What pisses me off about this whole thing is we were all in the same room with Mark, and we left him unsupervised enough to place a tree and be with his phone to take a picture
Yeah.
without none
It
of us
wasn't easy.
knowing. That's
It
what
wasn't
sucks.
easy.
Well,
I
and-
can't believe we let our guards down.
Well, and
Yep,
also the fact that like he didn't let any of like me, Ryan, or Tim know, like, hey, you know, like when we're there in the house, we can spot it, we can react to it. It's still going to be the jokes on Matt, but like we're all in on the gag. He didn't even.
I like it better that I didn't know about.
Well, yeah,
it,
but,
'cause
like-
I would have spilled the beans. I'm not good with secrets.
I
Well,
didn't
that's true.
smart and smoky up. You weren't smartened up,
I wasn't, and that's smart for you, Mark. That was the right choice.
That's fair. That's fair.
but it was fun. I have several more ornaments. I actually bought more at 75% off at the gift and thrift last week. I have them in a bag sitting here, so I'm ready for next year.
Remind
I've
me
got
to
a-
not let him over.
Yeah,
to my
you're
house
not
so
coming
you
to my
can put
house and that tree's up.
Those lice-infested ornaments on the tree.
I am definitely going to make sure that my tree is down by the time Royal Rumble comes around. I know that much.
I got a nice porcelain Santa for you, Jim, and it's it's a
Is it a barefoot Santa?
well, he's not barefoot. It's a Santa's head, but it's a rare Santa. He's not Caucasian as Santa typically is portrayed. So, and his hat opens, you can hide stuff inside it.
Oh my god.
So when I saw that, I was like, I have to get this.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh, you have to.
you're losing
I
out.
can pass
You're
that
losing out if you don't buy that at that point.
Right. Just
I got one said world's greatest cousin. I got one of them to hide.
fucking menace. I'm so pissed.
I'm so disgusted with you that I just can't. I have to go. I have to.
Well, now look what you did. You've upset Tim.
Upset Tim? What do
Tim's
you-
upset.
He made an appointment for the vet now.
He can't.
No.
He can't invite us to trivia.
Nope.
He can't let us in on friendly jokes.
Nope.
He
Tim,
can't
you're not a
make-
plane. You don't have to announce your departure. Just get the fuck out.
Goodbye.
He's upset.
He's upset. Look at you.
Oh my
Tim
gosh.
told us he just went to the vet. What a year
Oh,
2025.
I feel like I was too harsh on Tim there.
You,
Tim,
you
come
did
back.
get a little
You can hear
nasty
us.
with it.
I did, but if you're gonna go, just go.
It's true. This isn't an airport. You're right.
This isn't an
He's
airport
upset.
or a bus depot for Mark.
He's upset. If I could get up, I'd go show you the ornaments. I have to send you
No,
pictures.
we don't want you to have to get up.
Yeah. God
I don't
forbid.
wanna get up.
God
Don't worry
forbid.
about that.
God, you drop your phone, it'd be a whole thing. We'd laugh.
Oh, it'd be a mess. They're still talking about that. The kids love it.
God, that's so funny.
But what, from the time that your phone fell down on the show?
Yes, my loving daughter still talks about that.
You can find that on the TikToks,
You
right?
can.
While it's still a
It's on the
thing.
TikTok.
Yeah. When does that go down?
Although I thought Don
think
was
they
like, maybe
appeal.
we'll keep it around. I feel like I did pretty good on there. He said he might keep it around, so who knows?
Here's what's probably going to happen is he's probably going to get one of his billionaire buddies to buy it, and then just turn that into whatever like video Twitter. Like it's like
It's a shame. I have a fun. I put my concert videos, a few concert videos up there. That's all I put.
I like your
I
TikTok.
enjoy my little TikTok
yeah.
content.
Smokey's got some nice TikToks.
I've only posted.
How else would we know about Tally the Elf if it wasn't for TikTok?
Right?
It's very true.
I mean, a year without Tally. That's what we're looking at in 2025 if
Yeah.
something doesn't happen here.
Right.
Hey, there's a great guy on TikTok that I just discovered, and he's local from Lancaster, and he just goes around and shames people driving.
I've
It's
seen
my
that
favorite
guy.
thing in
That's
2025.
funny.
About the guy with
It's
the
pretty
snow
easy
all
around
over.
the assholes that drive around here
Oh.
too. That's real easy.
And so easy. He was screaming because some idiot it snowed the other day, and some idiot had cleared off just a small space on their windshield so they could see out, and just a little bit on the side so they could see to their left. But everything else was snow covered. And the guy was screaming, "You ain't got a broom? You ain't got a broom to clean the rest of that off?" Oh, he was going nuts, and I was just dying.
We also
God,
shared it in the group chat.
It was so good. I couldn't stop laughing at
We
it.
shared it twice to be actually.
Did I?
Shared it twice.
Today?
I've only
Oh,
posted
yeah.
3 videos to my TikTok.
One of them's a Foo Fighter video.
One is Foo Fighters, one is Fozzy, and the other one is the carousel at
Oh shit,
Knoebels.
Fozzy and the Carousel. I did see that. Yeah.
The,
Oh,
the
did you get the
carousel.
golden ring?
The carousel was my first one. That was going to be my only one for a while, and then I went to copy you on the concert thing, and
It's a good deal. It's something
is
I
a-
enjoy.
yeah,
Right. Here's a
a little clip,
right around minute clip of a concert.
a little clip of a song.
Enjoy it. Maybe you'll go buy a ticket and enjoy a concert with me. Who knows?
There you go.
I'd like to.
We're going to, Mark. We're going. Don't forget to put in a day off for ACDC or I'll leave your ass here.
Oh, I'm going to be there. Even if I have to do some dirty deeds at an inexpensive price.
All right, enough. Speaking of music, Jim, you said you had a music game or something?
I do.
Hey, let's do it, Jimmy.
I do. So I have I have some music. I have some music, and
That's what we call a segue in the business.
I have some music and movie blind rankings, and then I have a bucket full of artists. I put in ChatGPT 25 rock artists from the 1970s until today, and just
Jim
printed
Croce.
out a list, and then I put them on little slips of paper. I put them in the bucket. Do you want to do a blind ranking? Or do you want to do the bucket? And the deal is, I'll pull out a band. You give me the first song that comes to mind with the band.
All right,
I feel
all
like
right.
you
Jimmy.
have the bucket and a slip already pulled out of the bucket, Jim.
Well, I do,
You're
but
kind
I
of telegraphing us.
but
No,
I
you
also
just
have-
picked up that we all saw it, Jim. I know we're
We
not
all
on video,
saw it.
but we know.
also have
Bucket.
the bucket.
You know what? Let's just cancel the show.
Let's do we're going to kick the bucket.
Matt says bucket. First one.
All right, Charlie.
Now, if you don't know any of these, that's fine too, because the first one, I don't know if I know a song from the Arctic Monkeys.
No, I just saw a cover from them, but I don't know.
Yeah, nothing
I
off the
couldn't
top of
tell
my
you
head.
an Arctic Monkey song.
All right, good,
Off to a strong start.
good start to the game. Number 2, The Strokes.
Bret Hart.
Come on.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Reptilia for the Strokes.
All right.
Is
Ryan.
that the band that's saying "Get Free"?
No, that's the Vines.
Close.
Is it the band that's saying "Only Want to Be My Girl"?
That's Jet.
Don't know a Stroke song.
All right.
Supposed to
Good.
be stroking.
Good start. Good start to the game.
I actually do think you would like the song Reptilia, Ryan, if you listen to it. You probably have heard it.
Let's see if I pull it up here real quick. 'Cause we'll get shadow
No,
banned.
he's looking up. Is that Reptilia song about that lizard from Rugrats?
No.
No, god damn it, Mark. Holt, I am Reptar.
Oh, Reptar. Isn't that
Now,
kid that's
was-
in AEW?
Was the Strokes? Yes, Mark. Was the Strokes the band that opened for Foo Fighters, Jim, when you saw them?
I couldn't even tell you who opened for him. I didn't watch any of the open. Oh, I've heard this.
I don't think I've ever heard this one. Doesn't ring a bell at all. It's like a whole movement of the bands in like 2003, 2004, 2005 that I just didn't get into, that whole the movement.
Yeah.
Most of those bands just missed me.
The Shins.
The Shins, couldn't tell you one.
What about the Greyhounds?
The Bloodhound
The
Gang.
Bloodhound Gang, I'm familiar with them.
Yeah, I've heard them.
I thought you guys liked the group the Greyhounds. I saw their tour buses all over the city.
Oh,
For God's sake.
no.
You tried
That's why-
way too hard for that.
That's why I ignored it from the start. 'Cause
Yeah, I knew
that's what
it
he
was
trying to do.
something. I knew he was up to something. All right, next one. You two.
The last
One.
one they ever played.
With or without you.
Thank you.
It would be with or without you as well.
What did you say, Matt?
One.
Let's see here. Nirvana.
Oh, it
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah,
smells like the men's room after Smokey.
He's back. He's back, baby.
He's back.
That's right, Smokey's back. He's coming back. Now, Smokey, will you be going back to Hosses? I'm coming back, baby.
Boy, my gut hurt for like a day and a half.
That
Mark, what was your opinion on the meatloaf smash burger?
I thought it was really good. I ate it up. Yes, I thought it was darn good. A little pricey.
Yeah, well, that's what Devin was saying, that Haas has outpriced him. He can't go anymore.
Yeah, I agree with Devin.
I mean, it's not good quality food, and again, I hate to knock Haas's, but it never really has been.
I don't think you're offending anyone.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well,
You know,
aside from the people that rent the banquet.
The banquet hall at Haas's.
What?
Boy, that was nuts.
I've never seen so many
Backwoods
people at a
wedding
Haas's.
reception was that? Like what?
It was
They
a
were all
funeral
over.
for
It was
sure.
like old folks, young folks, like,
Funeral.
they were dressed
Yeah, I was gonna
middle-aged
say that was a
folks. They were
funeral.
all dressed up. It felt like a
Funeral.
I could see when
Oh, baby.
Mark passes asking his son and daughter to host his final meal at Haas's for all of his friends together.
Mark's sick ass will
Final
probably
meal,
want him to
wants
spread
his
the
ashes
ashes over the
spread.
salad bar.
He sure
Yeah,
does.
I wouldn't mind. I like them in the peas near the ham cubes.
Now this time the piece and the ham cubes were in total different sections. I noticed.
Thank
What?
God.
They did a really
I'd
good
like to-
job.
If it was up to me, I would like to draw a planogram of where food should be placed and on that salad bar. So
Why don't you
This
do
one
it?
seemed to be set up pretty good. I thought.
I will. Yeah, it had a good setup. I think I will. I'll make a planogram of where the food should be placed.
Now, oh, watch out. You're getting a little too close to Big Jimmy.
Stop that. Stop that. All right, next.
Look, he's holding up his fist.
He sure did.
That's just
Oh, stop that.
Stop that.
Don't worry. He can't hurt you through this machine. He can't hurt you.
You can see the hair on Poe's back standing up. Poor creature.
No, it's just because Mark doesn't get him groomed more than once a year.
Mark, give him eyes or whatever you call it. Oh,
Give him my eyes.
Scared. He's scared. He needs.
Now, we took him to get groomed the other week, and the poor girl she could barely trim anything on him. We had to go pick him up because he was too wild. She couldn't groom him. I had to go pick him up.
He's wild. Here, he's your mess now.
She
Mark hopped him up on a bunch of sugar
God,
and fucking Mountain Dew.
And I told her we're not going out for a walk till after he gets his haircut. But she suggested getting like some of the cannabis for him. Cannabis.
Yeah, get your dog stoned.
Yeah.
She told me to get him stoned and bring him back. Like she seriously told me.
Maybe you should take one of
Get this
those
stuff.
treats while you're at it.
Believe me, I'm about ready to.
Amen.
Believe me.
All right, next one, Metallica.
Ugh.
One.
Enter Sandman.
The knob on the radio when I turn it off would be Enter Sandman.
I always thought that was a gimmick, but you really
I
don't.
did too until Hulk Hokies.
Yeah,
He hates Metallica.
I do.
hates them. All
I
right,
hate Captain Block.
next one, Queen.
Oh,
Bohemian
Interesting.
Rhapsody.
First song
Yeah.
I think of is "We Will Rock You."
darn good one. What about Radio Gaga?
Love it.
I mean, it's not my favorite song, but when people say Queen,
Right, Queen.
Like-
The first.
Yeah,
thing
it's the
that comes to
first song that
Yeah.
comes. Yeah, first song comes to your mind. The Foo Fighters.
mind. Big Me.
Learn to Fly.
Learning to Fly
All right.
with Tom Petty.
I was going to say that's the Tom Petty one.
I think
Yes.
they probably covered it at some point in the concert.
He was flying an awful lot when he was on the earth.
All right,
Sure.
next one, REM.
Oh,
Losing My Religion.
The first thing
Yes.
that popped in mind was Stand.
well, that's a solid one.
Yeah.
What about the one I love? But I'd have to go with Loosen My Religion.
Loosen.
Loosen.
I think of Loosen first, but now I'm thinking of the Man on the Moon song too.
Oh, that's
I love that song.
Great. That might be my favorite song by them.
And Everybody Hurts for your
Everybody
breakup
does.
songs.
sometimes.
Oh,
Great
man.
song.
Man, yeah.
What about
Whenever you're having
Shiny
a
Happy
shitty
People?
day, it's a good one to throw on. The Great Beyond, which was a song they recorded for the Man on the Moon movie, is another good one if you've never heard.
The Man on the Moon.
I thought you were saying the Great Beyond as the next band.
Oh no,
I
no,
did
no.
too.
It's an
I heard
REM
that
song.
one.
I ain't heard of them.
The next
Jesus,
band
though.
is the Imagine Dragons.
Oh,
Thunder?
Radioactive.
Okay, those are two Imagine Dragons songs.
Demons.
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons were like the Creed Nickelback of like the mid 2010s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, they sold out.
Yeah, I
When
mean
I
they're
saw them-
huge. They have a ton of
Yeah.
like memorable songs, but then they just like
Are they even still together? Like, are they?
Yeah, they toured
I think
last
so.
year.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
in New Jersey, right there in Camden. Beautiful Camden,
Oh.
New Jersey.
Oh, beautiful this
I
time of year.
didn't see them.
Yeah. And yeah.
They
There's,
gave out those the bracelets that light up at the concert, and they would blink different colors at different points of the song. It was really cool to see it in the stadium.
The Who.
Who?
Pinball Wizard.
Bob O'Reilly.
Nice.
Won't get fooled again.
Nice. Real good ones. All good ones. AC/DC.
You shook me all night long.
Thunderstruck.
Yes. You shook me all night long.
Yeah, Thunderstruck's usually one that goes through my head.
I like the stadium and arena songs that you hear. Like so used to hearing Thunderstruck at like hockey games.
Oh yeah. There's at
High
least,
school football games.
right, there's at least a couple there that are because Thunderstruck was used in Varsity Blues. That's why I always think of that. Next one is Muse.
Who?
Muse.
Ooh. There is that one Muse song. I
There
can't
is
think of
that
what it's
one
called.
Muse song. Yeah,
That one.
that one Muse song.
Muse. I ain't never heard of Muse.
Uprising. Yeah, Mark, I'm sure you've heard of Uprising once Jim plays this clip of it here.
Yeah.
There's gonna be an uprising. All right, I've heard it.
Yeah, it's a cool track.
That's a good jam. It's by Muse, right?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Really?
I really do hate him sometimes.
Oh,
Just so fucking good at it. That's what pisses me
know.
off.
Like, this is a band that, like, whenever I hear a song by them, I'm like, I'd probably like these guys a whole lot. And I just
I
never...
think I've only ever heard that song, and it's a bop. It is really a fun song.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of their songs there, and every one I'm like, I could probably get into these guys. And I just...
Now, is Muse still around? Are they still a thing?
Probably.
That's a good...
That my wife did the same thing with Cage the Elephant when they played at Ocean's Calling. She'd only ever known the one Cage the Elephant song, but she became a big fan then after she.
Muse is
saw
still
them.
together.
Cage the Elephant, was that No Rest for the Wicked?
Yeah,
she'll probably never forget Cage the Elephant, will she?
probably not.
Do you know how to stop Cage the Elephant from charging?
Nope.
Muse's most recent album came out in August of 2022.
You pull down his trunks.
No, well, you could. Then I did, but you take away his credit card.
I did.
Then I did, but
Holy
I used to pull down his trunks. Well, I tromped on his face too, Matt, while he was down. That's what put him out. You put him out by pulling down his trunks. Well, no, I tromped on his face. I think that's what put him out. Pulling down trunks won't put you out, but a tromp on the face will.
The old tromp on the face.
Well, yeah, what
Can't
else would you
escape
do?
that?
Oh, God.
Isn't that what never mind.
The next one, this will be the last one for the week. I still have some more in there. We'll
No,
play.
I think we should do two more, Jim. I
Two
feel like
more?
this is
All
a
right,
bad
well-
one to end on.
No.
Cage the
Well,
Elephant.
we'll do two more.
You're the host. Do
Come
what
on,
you want.
Well, no, I already pulled the second one out. The first one of the final two, Oasis.
Switch them. Oh, ugh. Champagne Super Nova.
Oasis.
Wonderwall.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Those are the two
gotta be
songs,
water-
right?
Gotta
Just
be
don't look back
Waterfall.
in anger.
Don't look back in anger, and that's the only
You're
three.
my waterfall.
Oh, don't. Yeah, I
I'm not
forgot.
even like an Oasis
Yeah,
fan.
Matt's a big Oasis guy. I forgot.
And you guys make me defend them so much, and I hate
Forgot.
it.
He does get upset.
What do you got, King?
Last one, Fleetwood Mac.
Go your own
Oh.
way.
Gypsy.
What about is there one about landmines?
Yes.
Landslide. What's the one in the car commercial right now?
Something about being 17.
No, stop.
I'm not even sure, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know which. I don't recall one either.
It's everywhere.
What was the one with the ocean spray guy with the skateboard?
Oh,
Play everywhere, Jim.
Yeah, that's the one, Mark.
Gosh, Mark, what is wrong with you?
You make our fucking listeners wish they were deaf.
no, you
Or
take that
dead.
back.
Deaf,
You make 'em
deaf
wish
or
they were
dead, one of the
blind.
two.
Mark's.
What is Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Oh, he has to.
Oh, yeah.
I forget
this
what
one
the
called?
car company is, but they're like driving through the mountains and this is playing.
Oh, when they go.
Oh no, I thought it's Will Ferrell using like a PayPal card or something.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
That's right.
I want to use you everywhere or whatever. Yeah.
No.
Mark's favorite actor.
You know what? I like him a little more since he's in that commercial because I like that song. Which means I but it's true. It's true.
Whatever it takes, I guess.
Yeah.
I
You'll finally watch Elf.
I can't even.
Or at least consider it.
Like your line of humor, Mark.
I think
is
Dreams
right,
was
like,
the one from the skateboard commercial.
Dreams. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a great video. Just
I mean,
What a
Fleetwood Mac
jam.
is criminally underrated, I feel like.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she was just in Hershey last year, and it
I
sold
know.
really well.
Yeah, I thought about going, and I couldn't
Yeah,
make the
yeah.
initial date, and then I thought about going to the rescheduled portion, but
Tickets
think
didn't
we
even
had
drop for the reschedule.
I think we had just been to Green Day like the week before too. So I
There
wasn't.
was something else going on. Was it was that SummerSlam night maybe, and Three Legacies Wrestling. I think there was like multiple things happening in this area plus
Something.
wrestling. I think there was a reason we couldn't go.
Yeah, there was something to it. Missed opportunity, Mark.
Yeah,
You'll never get that
may
Yeah.
chance.
never be around again.
She never will.
Never get that
Upset.
chance back.
Old Steven Nicks.
Stephen Nicks and yes,
I love
Steven
Steven
Nicks.
Nicks. Leather and lace.
Well, Angie wanted to go.
Oh yeah, Leather and Lace. That's great.
Rihanna.
Leather and Lace is a darn good one.
Leather and
There's
lace
that
is Mark and Angie.
That's her song.
God damn it.
Leather and Lace.
God, that just gave me a
Yeah.
full body chill. I mean, like
God.
from head to toe,
Oh.
just a wave of chills down my spine.
Oh, God.
That's all right.
I haven't reacted to something like that in a long.
Can we talk
time.
about plain pudding again? Just to.
that touched my
That-
fucking soul.
Just.
That made me
Oh, God.
shudder.
Touches your soul.
Well,
It's such
now,
smoky in that special place.
now that we've ruined everybody's week, I think it's a good place to end
Gotta go.
because we're all going to throw
We're
up.
good already.
We're all going to throw up. Yeah, Mark, we've been
I'm
podcasting
good.
for over an hour, and
Holy
then we
cats.
all podcasted on Wednesday last week as well. You know, when you couldn't bother to be
Thursday.
here.
Unreal.
But we'll be
I
back
think I
on
had another-
Thursday this week, Mark. So there's no excuse for you to not be here.
Thursday. Can I tell you the story about the beach balls on Thursday?
Sure. Well, you're
Yeah,
hosting.
You're hosting the show.
You're picking the topics. You're up, bro. You're up, bud.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta be there.
this one's all on you, my guy.
I gotta be there Thursday.
Yeah.
Am I
Gotta
picking the Tuesday show or
You're,
Thursday?
yeah,
show?
yeah. You're hosting for a whole week. This is
It's
your
called
big.
Mark in the saddle.
This is your big moment. Don't
That's my chance. 2025 is gonna be my year.
Yes,
Now,
Don't-
wait a minute.
anything you want.
don't blow it.
Jim said the
My-
band's been
my-
listed.
Yeah, we're gonna have guests.
The ban has been lifted. My loving son's here. Do you want him to tell you about the tree and how it
No, we don't have time,
has a
Mark.
reaction?
The
If he
music's
speaks
playing.
loudly on the outro, he'll be fine.
Yeah,
Speak loudly, son. You were attacked by the tree.
we back up.
So, I had to cut this damn thing. First off, it was $20. Secondly, it was like 8 feet tall, and our ceiling is like 6 feet.
Andre the Giant was 7'5".
You know who had to cut it? This guy did.
He's upset.
What type of saw did you use, Alex?
Just my teeth.
He's part beaver.
Yes, sir.
He got wood.
He got wood. You can't say that.